LNAV as needed. I will turn it to ARM and VNAV ARM. Initial heading set, we'll set it to runway heading 163. Initial altitude set. Exterior doors closed, and we will verify it on a lower MFD. Pushback and start clearance received. Parking brake off. Hydraulic demand pumps 1 and 4 set to auxiliary. Hydraulic demand pumps 2 and 3 set to auto. Fuel pump switches as needed depending on the fuel load. Beacon light on. Electronic flight bag. Call tow. Engage tow. Make sure the parking brake is off. Select tow option and start towing. Then we disengage, stop the tow, and disengage the tow. And the last thing, we want to make sure the parking brake is back on. Engine start procedure, call and do before start checklist. Select engine indication on the lower MFD. Packs 2 and 3 off. Call start engine number 4, pull the switch and run engine 4. Start engine number 3, same fashion. 2 engines can be started at the same time on a Boeing 747-8. Of course, we monitor the engine startup on the primary ICAS and the lower MFD. Start engine number 2, pull start switch and the fuel run. Start engine number 1. Watch for the startup process until the engine stabilizes. Before taxi procedure, APU selector off, hydraulic demand pump selectors to auto, anti-ice switches as needed, packs 2 and 3 on, flaps set for takeoff, in our case flaps 20. Flight controls, bring up flight controls display on the lower multifunction display and move the wheel and pedals to see corresponding movements. blank lower MFD, transponder set to on or standby depending on ATC and the airport equipment. Push the recall button to check for messages. Update taxi briefing as needed. Taxi light on. Parking brake off. Call and do before taxi checklist. And taxi to runway cleared by ATC. A few words on the terminology used here. The three screens I'm showing here in this video are technically called multifunction displays per Boeing manuals. Supercritical Simulations Group suggests to still refer to the upper ones as a navigational display and primary flight display, and only the lower one we will be calling a lower multifunctional display or multifunctional display. Proper engine oil temperature verify. Prepare for takeoff, notify the cabin crew, cabin secure and the seatbelts auto or on. Takeoff briefing updated as needed. Weather radar display as needed. Call and do before takeoff checklist. Departure runway, verify that the runway is correct and the entry point is correct. Strobe lights on, and for the increased safety all other light switches on. Basically all the lights are turned on at this point. Transponder, make sure it's on. Then align the airplane with the runway and make sure that our airplane heading versus assigned heading is verified.